Hello, and welcome back to Outtro Codex's channel. DragonFable's combat system has a surprising amount of depth, but there's not really a guide to all its complexities. So, in this video, we'll cover my top 10 important but lesser known facts about DragonFable combat. Number 1. All resist counts for almost all other resists. That means, if you have 50 all resist, this is the same as having 50 water resist for enemy water attacks, as well as 50 light resist for enemy light attacks, and so forth. Regardless of what element your enemy attacks you with, having 50 all resist will reduce the incoming damage by half. The only exception to this is null damage, which ignores all resist entirely. In addition, all resist also counts for health, immobility, and shrink resistance. 50 all resist means you'll heal 50% less, while also reducing the chance you get stunned or shrunk by half. Note that all resist stacks with other resistances as you might expect. If you have 50 all resist and 30 ice resist, this is equivalent to having 80 ice resist for ice attacks. And if you have 50 all resist and minus 70 health resist, this is equivalent to having minus 20 health resist for heals. Number 2. Player elemental resistances from gear are capped at 80. This means that if your gear would give you 85 ice resist, the game treats this as having 80 ice resist for all damage calculations. All resist is also included in this cap. If you have 25 all resist and 60 ice resist, this is also treated as 80 ice resist. The purpose of this cap is to reduce the ability of the player to mitigate damage solely by equipping resistance gear, to a maximum of 80%. Number 3. Player elemental resistances from statuses and gear are capped at 99. This means that if you have 80 dark resist, and then use an ability that gives you 40 more darkness resist, the game will treat this as having 99 darkness resist for the purpose of damage calculations. This means you'll take 1% of the incoming damage from darkness attacks. As with the 80 cap from gear, all resist also counts toward this cap. For example, if you have 30 all resist and 55 darkness resist from gear, and use a status that gives you an additional 35 all resist, the game will treat this as if you had 99 total darkness resist. The purpose of this cap is to prevent players from healing using plus resistance moves, while still allowing said moves to be relevant for damage mitigation. Number 4. In contrast to player resistances, enemy elemental resistances are not capped. This means that if an enemy has 200 all and 100 evil resist, this will be treated as having 300 evil resist for the purpose of damage calculation. In other words, the enemy will heal 200% of incoming damage taken from evil attacks. Number 5. Health, immobility, and shrink are exceptions to the player resist caps. You can have any amount of health, immobility, or shrink resistance, whether from statuses or from gear. That being said, keep in mind that regardless of how high your health resist is, you'll still heal at least 1 HP from any heal. Having over 100 immobility or shrink resist is also the same as having exactly 100, as you'll be fully immune to stuns or shrinks. This means that all 3 of these resistances are effectively capped at 100. Number 6. Similarly, minus boost is floored at minus 100. At minus 100 or less boost, the attacker will do exactly 0 damage on all of their attacks. Similar to the 99 resistance cap, the purpose of this is to prevent the player from healing from enemy attacks by stacking minus boost on enemies, while still preserving the power of large minus boost skills. Number 7. You need 151 more MPM over the enemy's bonus to always avoid the attack. In DragonFable, the chance an attack misses is equal to the target's avoidance minus the attacker's bonus over 151. Which of the 3 avoidance stats is used depends on the damage type of the attack. Melee attacks will use the target's melee avoidance, pierce attacks pierce avoidance, and magic attacks, magic avoidance. Number 8. If a damage over time or DOT tick kills the final enemy in a fight, it won't be displayed over the enemy's head like normal DOT ticks, and it won't take any time. This means that if you use a skill that applies a DOT to an enemy, and the DOT kills them, the time it takes is the same as if the final hit of the skill killed them. As a result, fast attacks that inflict a large DOT, such as Chaos Weaver's Obliterate, Doom Knight's Lingering Doom, or Wrath Dragonlord's Fire Dragon Spirit, are excellent for farming or warring. Number 9. While the skills on both are the same, Guest Dragon does significantly more damage than Pet Dragon. At level 90 of Kid Dragon, Pet Dragon has a damage range of 74 to 96, while Guest Dragon has a damage range of 121 to 157, over 60% more. In many cases, Guest Dragon will be able to one-shot an enemy with its Nova skill, while Pet Dragon will fall short. This means that it's generally better to use Guest Dragon for farming or warring instead of Pet Dragon. That being said, there are many quests or boss fights that remove Guest Dragon, and using Guest Dragon without much charisma will slightly decrease the gold and EXP you get from defeating enemies. Number 10. Buffs and debuffs gain a turn if they are reapplied while still active. For example, if you proc Ice Scythe on an enemy that is already affected by its -30 ice effect, the duration of the effect will be extended from its normal 3 turns to 4 turns. Similarly, if you apply Chrono Z's Dimensional Strength boost while still being affected by the effect, the duration of the effect will be increased from its normal 4 turns to 5. Note that damage over time, heal over time, and stun effects do not gain a turn on reapplication. So, for example, using your Dragon's Tail Lash on an enemy already affected by the Tail Lash DOT will still inflict a 3-tick DOT effect, the same as if the enemy was not affected by the Lash DOT. This concludes this list of 10 facts you should know about DragonFable combat. What other lesser-known facts about DragonFable combat do you think are important? What topics should I do videos for next? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and good luck!